King Arthur and His Knights by Elizabeth Lodor Merchant. The Maid of Astolat. Then to her tower she climbed, and took the shield, there kept it, and so lived in fantasy. Great things of use in life. Fantasizing about what they could be used for. What's the good in that? Now it chanced that the Lady Day approached. King Arthur resolved to call a great tournament at Camelot. He announced that he and the King of the Scots would meet all comers in a great mock battle. Hastily, the best and most valiant knights in all Britain, and even from beyond the sea, began to gather. Some took the side against Arthur, with the King of Northumberland, and he who was known as the King with 100 Knights as their leaders, while in Arthur's party were King Anguish of Ireland and many of the best knights of the Round Table. Lancelot withheld his promise to take part, pleading an excuse that he had not yet recovered from a wound. In due time, the king and his friends set out for Camelot, and presently Lancelot followed. Unknown to Arthur, in the upper reaches of the Thames, and at no great distance from the river, was the little town of Astolat, and above the town rose the towers of the castle of old Baron Bernard. There dwelt the worthy old knight with his 2 sons, Sir Tirre and Sir Lavaine, both but lately made knights, and his fair daughter Elaine. It was in the early evening, when the king, riding toward Camelot, came upon the grey towers of Bernard's castle, ruddy with the last rays of the setting sun, rising above the little town that nestled about the base of the hill. The fast approaching darkness and the dusk of the tree-sheltered valley road warned the king that he must seek shelter for the night, so his party spurred their way up the steep approach to the castle, where they were met with a hearty welcome by the hospitable old knight and his household. Not long after Arthur's arrival, another guest rode up to the great gate. He was alone, but all were welcome at Astolat, and he too was received most courteously, and he rode through the courtyard. As he rode through the courtyard, Arthur spied him and recognized Sir Lancelot. "I have just seen a knight who will meet us in the coming tournament," said the king to his knights, "and I warrant he will do marvels." "Who is it?" asked his followers. "I shall not tell you yet," replied Arthur with a smile, as he went to his chamber. But he secretly resolved that Gawain should not enter the lists, for whenever he and Lancelot met, Gawain was worsted. Meanwhile, the kind old baron led Lancelot to the great hall and gave him courteous welcome, but he knew not that his guest was the great Lancelot. "Fair sir," cried Lancelot, "I would pray you lend me a shield that is not well known for the coming jousts, for mine is well known, and I would joust disguised." That I will do gladly," said his host. "My elder son was hurt the day he was made knight, so badly indeed that he cannot ride. His shield is unknown anywhere but here, and you shall have that. And I too would pray a favor of you. My younger son here, Sir Lavaine, is a likely and strong youth, eager for adventure. I would gladly have him ride to the jousts with so noble a knight as you appear to be. I do not yet know your name. Right gladly would I have your son go with me," responded Lancelot heartily, "but I must ask you to forgive me if I do not tell you my name at this time. If all goes well at the tournament, I shall come back to you, and then you shall know who I am. Think me not discourteous, gentle knight, for there are reasons why I must remain unknown." Then Sir Bernard turned to his daughter, who all this time had been standing near, her eyes fixed in admiration for the handsome strange knight. "Go, daughter, and bring your brother's shield," said he. And our authors have done sort of the same thing with disguising and